2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. What are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Looks good.
Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt awaits. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par.
Couldn't convert after two good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? 9 feet to the cup. That was a gallant attempt. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
He's currently tied for 7th. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
A bit wild on approach there.
A bit short with that effort.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Found the green side rough. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Putting now for a bogey. Okay, let's head to the next. Sitting at 1 over for the day. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
From around 180 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
This is from miles away. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And he'll move into the top 10. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical. And that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Handy effort, that one. Second shot here on the 5th. And choosing the 8-iron here. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
Now this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Go in. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done.
Fist pumps all round. That is how you do it from outside range. That was huge.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Just one off the lead after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich, going forward in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
Now, with any luck, they can hold this and manage to leave Xander Schauffele behind, get some momentum here.
Oh, so close. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, what a stroke. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. He's currently in a share of top spot. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there. Better than most.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Opting for the 6 iron. That's tiny. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, they'll move to 3 under par. Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on, because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the course with the live action. This putt is of 9 feet. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And that will take him to 4 under. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Well, this should find the short grass. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And that should secure the par on this one. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Okay, that'll work. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. And back to the play, shall we? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Looking good.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently sitting in first place. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
You like that, didn't you? And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Looking really good.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. And let's have another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Leading by 5 shots after that. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Already has 4 wins under the belt this year. Nicely done. And here we are with the third shot. This should play. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Tracking. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. Well played, mate. From about 130 yards here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Henny, what does that lie look like?
They got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's get back to it, shall we? An opportunity for a birdie here. That's tracking. Just didn't drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Not bad. There've been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event, the youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Ooh. Okay, time to return to the action. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for birdie here. This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And down it goes.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation. Looking better.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with that, we'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Opting for the 9-iron. This one needs to kick left. Yep, that shot safely on the green.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Oh, almost went in. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And he's down there. You got to read.
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
That's frustrating. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Ouch, that hurts. This one's for bogey. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. He sits in first position. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
That's not going to find the fairway. A chance to chip in for all the chocolates. Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion on a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.